Hey, beautiful people. So, I just want to get on here and pretty much just talk about like the importance of womb health and as well as semen retention. You know, I feel like this society is really driven by sex. It's really driven by money. And although money is an invention, it's energy. We, before anything in these human, this vessel that we're in as humans, before anything, we're energetic beings. And what we put in our body, what we consume, all runs off of some type of frequency, some type of vibration. And that goes back to womb health, and why it's so important. Our womb is a portal. It's this space, this beautiful world that we accumulate energy in, and whether that type of energy is going to feed and fuel us or deplete us, that's really up to us on whether we're using that discernment or not. It is so important that we as women, especially Black women, we as making these family with Black men or men in general, families in general, the family unit in general, knowing that when we are created in our mother's womb, we literally already have all of our reproductive organs and everything else already developed within our mother's wombs. So imagine that's generations on top of generations that have accumulated all of the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad. And it's just so important to know what it is that we're putting inside of our body, because what we're putting inside of our body is feeding our mind. When we feed our mind is what's going to feed our spirit as well. And making sure you cleanse your womb, making sure you fast, making sure you are not consuming people that are going to deplete from you and add more to any trauma you may have, add any more to any troubles that you're already going through. You want to heal that within yourself first. Because if we don't heal what we have within ourselves, we are going to keep attracting things that are not healthy for us. We are going to keep attracting things that are going to deplete from us. And down to the men, like I said, we live in a very sex-driven society. Porn that's depleting from our men's energy. Your sexual energy is something very powerful. It's your creative energy. It's your work energy. And for us as women, it's a sacred energy for us, because we can obtain so much through it, so much power through it. And when it gets misused and abused in some way, it's literally, honestly, like just It's a disrespect to ourselves, and it's a disrespect to God, you know. It's important to know, like I said, what it is that you're consuming, whether male or female. Everything runs off of energy, off of a vibration, off of a frequency. And depending on not what type of frequency it's running off of, it's not going to feed you properly. It is so important to make sure you're checking the ingredients of your food. It is so important to make sure that you're being aware of the music that you're listening to. Because, yes, we may be walking and alive and aware, but when you're operating and have not, trained your subconscious mind, the mind that has the hidden thoughts, the mind that has picked up from different environments, from different people unintentionally, this creates a space to open up to more traumatizing, deteriorating things within our space, within our life. And we don't need any more of that. Especially within us as people of color, of this beautiful melanin that we get to wear. We were never meant for this westernized society. Eating the overprocessed foods, eating the meat, and a lot of the meats, they don't provide you with any of the proper nutrients that are within your body. And if we are energy, we are energetic beings, why is it that we need to consume dead? Why is it that we need to consume this music and these foods and these TV shows that are portraying so much fear and violence and separation? How is that healing or helping us? It doesn't. It's fueling something that's not natural for us. We have to start being more aware and being more in tune with our bodies. We've lost touch with Mother Earth. We've lost so much. We've become, and I'm not going to say we lost, because we are at a point where we are able to go back and regain everything that it is that has been displaced from us, from families, having a community, having a village that's actually positive and uplifting, having a holistic way of life, living off the earth, knowing and listening to the signs of the earth from these birds. The birds are talking. They've been talking. And if you listen, signs are everywhere. They are everywhere. This world that we live on isn't just this world that we live on. There are other realms here. And to understand that, you are going to end up becoming to be in a place where you can heal yourself. You'll become more in tune, more tapped in, knowing that when you heal yourself, you are healing a 100 of generation lineages from you. The women, our womb space that's from our great-great-grandmother, our great-grandmother, our mother, and then including our. That's their happiness, that's their sadness, that's their anger, that's their hurt. That's what we carrying here. If we don't heal that, when we become impregnated and give birth to these babies, now we're passing that on to the next generation. We have to start being more aware and being more in tune with everything that is around us. More intentional with our words, more intentional with what we're consuming, more intentional with what we're around, who we're around, what we're wanting to welcome in, you know? So yeah, that was my little spiel. Spirit, I just put that on my heart, and I'll probably end up coming back because I had so many messages hit me last night. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, just like, you know, message me or whatever. But hopefully this video like kind of puts something into perspective, you know.